Hey guys, what's up? It's Tyler Kluver. This is the Snapped Podcast. So glad that you're joining me. On this podcast, we're going to talk about diet, exercise, mindset, training, sports, performance, and any of the things that we discuss, me or the guests that I bring on, is going to help you get better and help you get healthier in some way or another. We're glad you're here. Sit back, relax. Let's have it. Only me, dude. Only me. We're back. Only I would be found in my office, middle of the day on a Wednesday, dancing to that intro music in a pink sweatshirt. Only me. And only I would also be this excited for a podcast on water. All right, we're going to talk about water. Yes, for some reason you've clicked on this podcast. I had some type of clickbaity title that was better than "You Should Drink Water," and we're going to talk about it. What about water? Hydration, more specifically, right? Hydration is probably, whether you work out or not, the most underrated, underutilized part of your day in being a healthy human being, right? A healthy human being. Being a healthy human being right now. A healthy human being. You are, if you're listening to this, and maybe not, because a lot of the listeners that actually listen to this podcast are into health and fitness, enough that they listen to a podcast by me about it, that they may be on top of this stuff, but probably someone you know, not probably, definitely. And even you, because I know that I find myself in this situation as well, can be better at getting in your water each day. All right. I want to talk to you guys about, first of all, some personal experience with this through my personal training and coaching and just through interacting with people on Twitter. Then I'm going to talk about some quick facts, FAX, quick facts about water that you may or may not know. Then we're going to go into what is recommended and how you implement that into your daily life. And maybe after this 15 minutes, you'll feel better about yourself. You'll have a little, we talked about intentions last week. And by the way, I'm back. All right. I told you every Wednesday we're going to be back. And here we are doing a podcast about water. Okay. So first off, why am I all hype on H2O, right? It is a strategy that I have been using in the past couple of months, really the past 3 months, to show people how simple weight loss can be, weight loss and feeling better, and to demonstrate how you don't have to make drastic changes in your life to see drastic results, at least what you perceive as drastic results. Here's the example. About 2 months ago, maybe, see, January. Yeah. Around 2 months ago, I tweeted out, if you want to lose weight, anybody out there following me, this was directed towards them. If you want to lose weight, let's lose 5 pounds in the next month. This isn't going to lose you 50 pounds, but if you want to lose a simple 5 to 10 pounds in the next month, drink 8 to 12 ounces of water, chug 8 to 12 ounces of water right before you sit down to eat every meal you eat. Right? So if you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you wake up, go to make your breakfast, you sit down, you got your eggs, your bacon, whatever. Drink a large glass of water, right? You're about to make lunch, you're cooking stuff up, drink another large glass of water. Dinner, same thing. You sit down with the family for dinner, you fill up a big glass of water, you chug it down real quick. Why does that work? Why am I suggesting it? Well, it's pretty simple. One, your body, and just the way that the society works in America, and maybe you're listening to this in another country, probably not, is this, right? We have grown and adapted into overeating if we don't look at it subjectively and detail out what we're going to have, we will naturally overeat. Our bodies have adapted to the abundance of food, the Starbucks on every corner, the McDonald's in every town, and we've adapted to, oh, there's plenty of food out. Let's just eat. Feels good to eat, tastes good. Let's fill it up. That food coma feeling that you often feel after you eat, you shouldn't feel that. That should never be a thing. You should never get full to that point. And drinking 8 to 12 ounces of water right before you eat a meal is going to level you back down to your real amount of hunger based off of what your body needs to survive and balancing out how many calories you've burned that day versus how many calories you psychologically and trigger, like biological trigger wise, your body is telling you to have. So you're going to balance it out, right? You're automatically going to fill up some of that hunger level by just drinking the water. You're naturally going to eat less food. Tweeted this out. I said, hey, let's try this. If you want to lose 5 to 10 pounds in the next month, I want you to drink 8 to 12 ounces of water before every single meal every day. Come back to me in a month, see what we find. I had 3 people actually do this. Now I know most people saw it and were like, okay, we get it. We don't like to see your fucking stupid tweets about dumb fitness stuff. I'm not here for that. But 3 people decided to do it. And guess what? All 3 people came back with the exact results I said they would. Had a woman say that she started doing it, lost 6 pounds in 4 weeks, and had 2 men try it. Both got back to me within the last 2 weeks. It was about 6 weeks since both of them had started doing it. They had lost 10 and 13 pounds respectively. 6, 10, and 13 pounds. Very small sample size, but 3 people who decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to drink a glass of water before every meal. Sorry, I'm yawning right now. I'm going to drink a glass of water before every meal. We'll see what happens. This stupid guy on Twitter says to do it and I'll lose weight. We'll see what happens. 6, 10, 13. My math says that's about 29 pounds. They're averaging just below 10 pounds of weight loss by just drinking water and filling up some of that hunger level with 0 calories. So you do the math and tell me, right? Hit you with some facts about water. I'm not doing these off the top of my head. I did Google some of this to make sure. 75%. I'm going to go with more. I'm going to go with way more, actually. I'm going to go with upwards of 90% of Americans are chronically dehydrated, including me sometimes, because it's not something that a lot of us focus on. In this survey of 3,000 Americans, 75%, that would be 2,250, had a net fluid loss resulting in chronic hydration. And the survey found that Americans drank about 8 servings of hydrating beverages per day. This is offset by drinking caffeinated beverages and alcohol and eating a diet high in sodium, which, as we all know, the American standard American diet is plentiful when it comes to sodium. And the coffee and all the pop and alcohol, that don't count. That's not hydrating you. Okay, it's not water. It doesn't interact with the body the same. Okay, dehydration is the number 1 cause of midday fatigue. You know, that afternoon hit, that hitter, you get a little lunch in you, sit back down at the desk or whatever you got for your job, start to feel a little tired, little energy dip. Well, it's because you're not hydrated. Okay. Not only does it affect you energy wise, but your memory, your irritability, your mood, and how you deal with people is also affected directly by water and your hydration level. Okay. So you got somebody in the office who's being a little bit of a bitch. Tell them to drink some water. I promise I'd be funny. I'm funny about it, but I swear this is all true, right? Now, what are some benefits of water, right? Directly. What are some of the benefits that, why we know we should be hydrated, but why? Well, first of all, it affects performance. If you're working out at all, your body needs that water to run on correctly while you're working out. Two, back to that whole energy thing, even mild hydration, right, can impair brain function and how the processes of your body works. Okay. Why would we choose to work at a sub-maximal level when we truthfully could just do something very simple, drink a little bit of water, and efficiently run our bodies? Our bodies are a machine. All right. You ever get headaches? This is my number one thing. I woke up this morning. In fact, this is a great day to do this podcast because I used to get a lot of headaches when I was younger, probably because I'd had so much pop and not nearly enough water. I don't drink pop anymore. I rarely get headaches, but I woke up with one this morning. First thing I did, which is going to be a recommendation in a bit. First thing I did, killed some water, probably 10 ounces. And immediately, as I got up, started moving around, that water was in me. I immediately started to feel better. It is crazy. I mean, it's like water's like ibuprofen. Wild stuff. It really helps. I know you didn't think you were going to learn about constipation or digestion today, but water is huge when it comes to digesting food and staying regular. Okay. Which I'm not the best at. Nobody is. But if you want to help yourself out, drink some more water. Right? If you got problems with kidney stones, they help with those as well. It prevents hangovers and processing alcohol. And then number one, like I said, where we started this whole thing is it can aid in weight loss, right? When your body tells you that you're hungry, you overcompensate. Drink a little water, bring yourself back down to normal. It'll help you eat less food. Okay, where am I next? Where am I going next? The recommendation for water. What and how much water should we drink? Okay. A lot of different ideas about this one. Some say, oh, get a gallon. I've heard get a gallon of water. If you're a woman, get a half gallon. Or get this many cups of water a day. Or worry about, like, if you do the math and you take into account how much water's in the food that you're eating, you should be getting, don't worry about that. All right. I'm going to make it real easy on you. This is super simple. All right. Take your body weight, divide it in two, cut her in half. That's how many ounces of water you should be drinking per day. At least. At minimum. That is the minimum amount of water you should be drinking per day. For example, I weigh 192 pounds. For the math majors out there, that is 96 ounces of water, which happens to be exactly 3/4 of a gallon. Now, I probably get closer to a gallon a day because I've just taken it on as a habit, but you should be getting 0.5 ounces of water per pound of body weight per day. So for the females, especially the smaller ones down in the 120s, 30s, 40s, 150s, y'all are going to be getting about 60 to 75 ounces of water a day. That's about a half gallon. For the guys up there that are pushing 3 bills, maybe even in the 3 bills, you're looking at 150 to 175 ounces of water a day, which is about a 1 1/3 gallon. Not at all hard to do, but it does take work to make it a habit. So how do we get that 0.5 ounces per pound of body weight? Here are some of my personal recommendations. Numero uno, start off each day on a good foot. I don't know if that's what I meant to say. Start each day off right by immediately getting ahead of the game and chugging some water. All right. I keep my bottle of water. I'm bougie and super just spoiled. I have a, what is this called? This is a Hydro Flask, I believe is the company. They are great. I have the 30, I believe it's 32 ounces. They have a 40-ounce version as well that my wife has. I keep that at my bedside at night. I fill it up before I go to bed. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I need a drink. It's right there. And when I wake up in the morning, I chug 8 ounces minimum, maybe 12, maybe even 16 ounces of water. So I'm 2 minutes into my day. I'm talking right away. It's while I'm still laying down. I haven't even got up yet. I'm 2 minutes into my day and I'm already 16 ounces deep. And let me tell you, yes, chugging is annoying, or, kind of gulping it down is not everything in life is going to be cupcakes and flowers. All right. Chug the water. Do it. Not only are you going to be ahead on your water for the day now, you're going to feel incredible. Just tell me how you feel. Do a week of this and wake up and do 12 ounces of water a day immediately. Watch how quick and clear your body feels and your mind for that first hour of the day. You would be surprised. So start the day off hot, get it in immediately. Second tip is to carry that water bottle around with you all the time. All right. If you don't have a water bottle, you're messing up. You're wrong. All right. It's the easiest thing on earth. If you take a backpack to work, or if you're a student or whatever, you can fit the water bottle in your backpack. If you got a purse, you can fit it in there. For a guy, you can carry around a water bottle. It's not that big of a deal. And it is an easy way to incrementally see how much you've drunk throughout the day. Okay, for me, I have a quarter of a gallon if I fill my water bottle. For those watching on YouTube, which is 2 people, this is what it looks like. That's a quarter of a gallon. Fill that guy up, easy. 4 of those a day, I've got my gallon in. Not that hard. When it's around you, and this is part of a larger theme in fitness of you have to craft your environment to be productive towards your health and fitness goals. When your water bottle is sitting right next to you all the time, it's very easy to just even subconsciously pick it up, take a drink. Those drinks add up. It's going to be a whole lot easier to get hydrated. And then in part of that, make your goals small. Don't think of it as a half gallon or a whole gallon a day, whatever, that equation for you comes out to be. I don't think of it in the morning as, I need to get 128 ounces of water. I just think, all right, I'm going to break this down. I need to drink 4 of those water bottles a day. So divide my day into 4. I wake up about, my day gets started around 6 a.m. I go to sleep every night about 10 a.m. That is 16 hours during the day. That means I have 4 hours to drink 1 bottle of water, one of my bottles. So every 4 hours, I need to have another bottle down. So I know in my head, 10 a.m., I need to have my first one gone, 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and before I go to bed, I should have my 4th one gone for the day. Yes, you're going to pee a lot when you start and get on this track, but you are going to feel so much better. Not only are you going to feel better, but you most likely will lose weight, because the fact that 90% of humans are chronically dehydrated, once you get on a consistent basis and you rehydrate yourself and you stay hydrated, your body will carry weight and process putting on and taking off weight a whole lot easier. It's just how the body works. You're probably going to lose weight just by doing this. Water, baby. H2O. I'm the only guy on earth that got on a podcast by himself and talked about water today. But hopefully something clicked in your brain that you need to be drinking more of it. I'm glad you joined us. This was Snapped episode 13, I believe. Go drink some water. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.